Hello everybody, it's Prowl, and yes, this is the guide world. It's been a while, hasn't it? I got struck with a little bit of inspiration of something that I wanted to do, a big farm, in fact, that I wanted to make, and I thought it'd be fun to share this with you guys. And that big farm, it's gonna go right over about right there. Now, you may remember from the series, we were going to do all like allay powered farms on like the lower layers here. And then the upper layers were going to be like melon and pumpkin and that kind of stuff. I think maybe even those are going to be allay powered too. The problem is that, well, allays just don't work the way that they're really supposed to work. So that leaves us with a little conundrum. We need to change things because while I love the allay method, they're super fast. They're incredibly fast, actually. When you go away from them and come back, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing anymore. They get stuck easy, just all sorts of issues, even some issues with the flying machines with unloading and loading chunks and that sort of thing. So we're going to change course here a little bit. We're not going to use allays here, but we are going to use, or what we are going to make rather, is going to be an every crop farm. So all the crops, they're all going to be farmed here. And we're going to be using bees to make it absolutely beautiful. Yes, I'm already back to making corny jokes. So I'm going to clear out this sand and we need to do a little bit of planning because I really don't know how this is going to work. It's going to be somewhat annoying to do. We got to get villagers up here. We got to find bees. We got to get them up here. We got to adjust slightly the outside of the building, which means I need some white concrete. I don't know how much I have or if I have any of it. So let me clean this up. Let me get some supplies and then we're going to get cracking on making an awesome, absolutely awesome crop farm. Maybe even the best crop farm in Minecraft. So since we're working in an existing building and usually on builds, you want to kind of work from the bottom up. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to use the same drop system here that we have. So that way we can just utilize the same like water stream. It's going to take all of our items away, which means before I do anything up top, I need to design the bottom. So I'm going to have droppers right here in the corners that are facing down. Because remember, we're going to have 4 farms. So one dropper, let's say this one right here, might be for carrots, potatoes, beetroot, and wheat. So that's going to be our setup, which now should mean we should be safe to go up top. I've turned this thing off because it was creating a lot of lag. I think I found a bug, by the way, or just a technical issue. These allays, whenever they throw their items out, they generate a whole lot of lag. Like it was very visually apparent when they were doing it. So yeah, allays, not that great. Okay, so ultimately what we have to do with these is we want to make sure that whenever we have items to send into them, that they throw those items down. So let's like work out one and then we'll repeat that to the others. Keep it in mind that we can't have them like cross over with each other. So we would have hopper going down. And then whenever an item goes through this hopper, we want to have a redstone signal coming out. We want to make that into a clock. And maybe it's just this. Is that all we need to do? Let's try. Let's face a hopper going like sideways. And then let's throw in all this cobblestone. It looks to me like it's going to work fine. Nothing left over. Awesome. That's what we needed to see. So next we need to figure out the hopper minecart unloader. So we are going to use like minecarts to suck up all of our items here. So we're going to face a hopper this way and this way, like this, 2 of them. And then I know that up here is going to be our like track that comes down, which means we need another solid block right there. Oh, I don't know how this is gonna work because usually I have space. Okay, gave it some thought and I have the perfect strategy. We are gonna use a timer, an etho hopper clock with a decent amount of items inside of it to just send these off whenever we need to send them off, and then they'll come back when they come back. So let's go ahead and build it. And there we go. Now we got a nice little timer. Every time it shifts over, it will go off and it will power these blocks, which are going to have the mine carts on it. That's what we want. Next thing we need to figure out is where the heck is ground level going to be. And I need some blocks to put the minecart tracks on. So I guess let's where is that going to be in the grand scheme of things? Because I have to be able to clear this. I can't set. Oh, I don't need to sit minecart tracks there. I purposely built it right here. That way it would kind of be between farms. So it doesn't affect where I'm going to put things whatsoever. Which should mean that we can have the minecarts at this level, I think. Let's theorize this out real quick. If we have the minecarts there, that would mean the dirt sits up here. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, I'm gonna go get a bunch of blocks to set down as a floor right here, and then we'll go over the minecart tracks super quick. Okay, small adjustment made, very small. I moved this down a block because we need to put like a delay in this right here. So what do I mean? Let's put this here. Let's add in a repeater right here at 4 ticks. And then let's put our observer in. Let's put a few blocks in here to test. Yes, see, we need it to flash long enough for the cart to take off. I don't even know if that's long enough for 2 rails, but I have a plan. There we go. That'll do it. So now short pulse will send that off. Then it'll hit this one to get a little bit extra speed before it sends off all the way. This is absolutely perfect. This will do exactly what we need it to do. No doubt. But what we should do is we should test it out. There we go. All of them went off. That is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Now, I don't know how long of a timer we need on this thing, but we need it to be pretty long. And in fact, we're gonna fill the whole thing. The whole thing's filled. And the next stage is to cover this entire thing over with dirt. I just found another mistake. Actually another 2 mistakes. This is what happens when you do this stuff in survival, people. This needs to go another block this way, which I think should be fine and not mess with anything. I guess we'll see. Because every time this redstone signal gets just a little bit weaker, it sets off this observer. It sees it. So like as the items drain over, this actually gets set off multiple times. It's an easy fix. We just need another space over here. That way we can have it go redstone line, repeater, observer, repeater. And then I think that'll take care of it. Okay, all mistakes have been corrected and properly tested. And everything works right. I had to raise this up by 1. This isn't really going to matter for any if you guys decide to follow along to try to build a similar farm. Your collection system is probably going to be way different than mine. The farm itself is what's really going to matter. But we have the timer set up properly here to go off. We have an observer looking down at that redstone repeater to see when it is powered or unpowered. So then it will trigger off. This observer sees that one, change its state, and then this repeater goes off and powers these 4 minecarts. I've already built out on this side the mechanism that will send items like down the stream. I have tested it and that works. I have not built that on this side yet, so I do need to go ahead and get that done. It's a pretty easy build. All we need is comparator out, subtract mode, repeater, redstone dust, bam, done. That easy. They both do trigger off of each other. So if one side has more items to send down to than the other, the dropper will go off a few extra times. It's not really that big of a deal, so I'm not too worried about it. Also, just to take a look at the mine carts here. Looks like everything is running completely smooth. So I think we're good to go to finish covering up everything in dirt. Okay, sometime later, and we have a nice little thing going on here. Let's go ahead and let's plop down a shulker box because we need to start getting this area ready, right? We need to be able to fit some villagers inside of here and get some crops going. So what are we going to do? We are going to get a couple water buckets. We need to make ourselves a little permanent water source. We could probably just do that right here like this, just so we have a place where we could borrow some water. And we need to get the farmland set up. So I'm going to go through and I'm just going to set up all this farmland. We're actually going to start from the corner right here. And we're going to count out 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to go this way 1, 5. Why am I going to do that? Because once water can only reach out 4 spots for hydration. This is 3 spots, but as I start going this way, this is 4. So this will be the appropriate spot where it's already 4 this way, and this is a straight line. Hopefully that makes sense. And let's get our stairs here. And then we're going to hydrate with stairs because we have the mine carts are going to be going along down there. We don't want to interrupt those. So we could do something like this and that will hydrate. Oops, that will hydrate our land. So I'm going to do this to all 4. Oh, and I should probably say, just in case it's not clear, those of you may not know, you count out 8 spots in between and you dig into 9th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Dig in a 9th spot and we put down another one because this one could reach 4 blocks out this way. This one could reach 4 blocks out this way. So it gives us 100% coverage. We'll do the same in that direction. All right. Next thing I want to do is I just want to kind of finish this off. I'm going to throw in some lighting. I'm going to throw in a little like roof area here, a little ceiling. Then I think it's going to be time to move our villagers in, and moving our villagers in is going to actually be a really like critical part of this because I have some cool information to show you guys in terms of how to get something like this going that a lot of people make it a lot harder than it needs to be. I'll explain once we get to that point, but let me go through, get it lit up well, get the ceiling in, and then we'll jump back in at that section. Now for the fun part, villagers. We need to get villagers over here. And for the most part, any villagers will do. And here's one of the things I wanted to kind of point out or say is some people tell you, and this is sort of true if you want it to be less annoying, but some people will tell you you have to have 100% clean villagers, meaning they have nothing in their inventory. That's not true at all, because first of all, I can make these guys empty their inventory just by like breaking some blocks, and then they'll plant new stuff, and I can just keep picking up their food that they keep planting. I can kind of empty their inventories on their own. But even more so is this actually changed whenever they made it to where villagers can compost the like crop items and get bone meal. They now, like, it doesn't, as long as they have at least one of the, like one stack of the thing you want them to do, they're probably going to be okay. Now, like these guys with their potatoes and their carrots, like if I give them seeds, they'll plant the seeds, right? But then they'll probably also plant the potatoes and the carrots, and we don't want them to do that. That would be annoying to have to deal with, because then we'd have to go through and knock them up if we're doing a pen, an area that's going to have only like wheat or only going to have beetroot, which I don't even know if I mentioned this, by the way, but like our little area here, the reason why we broke this into quadrants, into 4s, is because we're going to have one of each crop type in here. We're going to have potatoes, carrots, beetroot, and wheat, all here in the same spot. I know I mentioned that kind of earlier in the series that we would be doing something like that, but I wanted to clarify that that's why we have like 4 different quadrants here, because we have 4 different types of crops to plant and to grow. So now all I really need to do here is I need to trap 2 of these guys together somehow. Probably the best way to do this will be to just collect their workstations. I've noticed this new bug. I was doing some creative mode testing, and this dude's doing it right now. I don't know what's happening. He seems very confused. Alfred, are you okay? Look, here he goes again. Even though I picked those up, like he's still doing it. So I don't quite know what he's doing, but it's a little concerning to say the least. Anyways, Let's put like these over here because they should want to like come like huddle by it, at which point we should just be able to trap them pretty easily. And then we can make this area into a little like temporary breeder. And actually, I think I may even want to go one step further. Let's like raise it up by a block. It's just going to be a like very temporary little breeding station. Once we get them trapped in like a 2x1 or something like that, which looks like they're coming over now.
Bye-bye.
And they're gone. That didn't last very long. Oh, here they come. Maybe. No. Yeah. No. You can't. No. You got to come over here, buddy. This side. It literally couldn't be any more simple. It's right there. Look. Let's see if I can show them. Up. You go up. I should just put them in a boat, shouldn't I? Or a minecart. Okay, well, that wasn't too bad. Then we just trap them in here like this. Can I have those minecarts, please? We place a water bucket. Can you? I can't reach it. Right there. It's flowing to the corner right here. And we place down some beds. And then they should link up and then start breeding. And actually, let's see if we can separate out the baby villager. I don't know. Can we get him in here? There we go. Okay, perfect. And then we just need to get him out. Come on, buddy. Bro, come on. Okay, slight change of plans. Oh. I did not think of that. Hello? What I need to do is I need to make this a 2x2. There we go. Okay, see, now it pushes them to the corner, and now, yeah, we got them out of there. Okay, so these guys, they're gonna breed up, and the babies can only get right under here. So that part's kind of easy. Now we just need to get them out that way. Wait, how? Where did he come from? Oh, he can't get through. Oh, capture. Yoink. It's these other villagers out here. They're having babies as well, which I mean, if we can lure the kid over here, it'd be fine. This though is a little bit of a problem. Okay, there we go. That did the trick. Look, these guys are over here having more. Hey, you. Yeah. Go this way. Can you stop running for a second?
Nope.
No. God. Listen, come here. Over this way. Yup.
Nope.
No. You. Come back here. He knows he's trying to be captured. Stop running away from me. Why did he move so much? Who knew children could be like this? Look at them run away. God. Wrong block. Get in there. Anybody else? Hey, kid. Get over here. Have some candy. Listen, just stop moving for just 1 second. Got him. Okay. Yep, go this way. There you go. Have they all made it in? We have a stack. We have a big old stack of villagers. Okay, now that we have them in here, we need to separate them out. We need 2 on each side. How do I? Oh, okay. We got 1 separated. It's 1 over there. I don't know the best way. Oh, aha. 2. 2. Or 1. Come on. 2 on that side now. Okay. Let's get ourselves a little bit of space here to work with. We have an extra. Wait, what? 2, 4, 6, 8. How do we have an extra? So we have the perfect amount of villagers now. Yep. 8 villagers. Let's get our little wall built back up here. Now, before we like permanently separate these things, we need to figure out who's going to link. Actually, we probably should separate things out now. Let's do that. Like, it's okay if I can kind of get between. I kind of need to get between them, but I don't want these guys. Oh, we can just do this. I don't want these guys like easily getting in and out. Okay, now I think they're all separated enough from each other to where they can't like, they can't mix up. They can't cause me any problems. I think what I do want to be able to do though, is I probably want to be able to trade with them. That way they're locked into their trades. And if I ever place another block down here, like a profession block of any type, these guys, I don't have to worry about changing. Okay, now I should, oh, I have a bed here because I want them to see this as a village for now. So with a bed here, they should. Okay, perfect. So next, we want these guys to harvest crops, but we do not want them to be able to like turn the crops, compost them, turn them into bone meal. Also, we need them to grow. I guess I'm gonna have to wait here for them to grow because we need to link them up to their profession blocks. There's always one. We cannot have any nitwits because they can't take a job. So super easy. We'll just see if we can scoop up. I did not bring my tracks with me. We'll see if we can scoop up another baby real quick. Okay, with all but one of them being grown up now, we should be able to do this. What we need to do is we just need to take a look and see who is going to link. This guy over here. Okay, so he's my number one guy. So I'm going to come over here, look down, look up, place that down right there. And he should, yep, there we go, link up to it, perfect. Let's see if this one right here is number 2. Do we get lucky? Nope, over there. Okay, so you can kind of see the process now. We're just going to do this to make sure we get the right ones linked up, and maybe I'll even go in and just trade with each of them as I do it too. All right, now with all the villagers in here, I think there's still a baby somewhere. Yeah, we're still waiting for him to grow up. That's fine. There's only one left. So now we just got to go over and get all of our like seeds and our like potatoes and carrots, and we got to start planting. And when you're doing your planting, don't worry if you don't have enough. As long as you have a little bit to get started, the villagers, they will slowly fill in on their own. The way the process will work is the villagers will harvest the crops. They will continue to replant until there's no spots left to replant. They will then keep the crops in their inventory until their inventory is full, at which point they will still harvest the crops because they think that they can bone meal them. And then they'll leave them on the ground because they can't hold them. And that's when our mine carts come in. Hello, Future Prowl here. And I kind of messed up, so I wanted to put this in right after where I made the mess up. So I gave the crops to the villagers and said you could just let them plant them. That is true of potatoes and carrots, that's fine, but it's not necessarily true of wheat and beetroot, only because if you only give them some seeds and let them go through and plant, and they plant all the seeds, then they will fill their inventory with just the beetroot or just the wheat, and will have no seeds in their inventory. So my suggestion is to get enough seeds together by using like fortune on it to plant it all yourself, and then put the villagers in there and they'll be fine, because then they'll get plenty of seeds. It doesn't matter that they get some beetroot or wheat in their inventory at that point, because they'll at least have a few stacks of the seeds there, and they'll never run out because they'll always pick up new as they plant down what they already have. All right, the crop part of things. The crop part's all done. Actually, I need, okay, we're gonna have to go get some more white concrete. You'll see why here in just a little bit. But the crop part, we're finished with that. But now, I don't even remember if I mentioned this or not. It's time to bee power this thing. Yes, we're gonna kick this thing into complete overdrive, and we're gonna power this thing with bees. Now, by power, what I mean is that the bees, they're going to fly around and bone meal our crops, which is gonna be incredibly cool. It's also going to be incredibly fast and incredibly efficient. So we're going to need to get a few things. We need to get some bees. We need to get some flowers, and we need to get some grass. Poppies, grass. Okay, now we need to find some bees. I feel like I remember a bee's nest somewhere. They don't appear out here though, right? I don't think they appear on spruce trees. Be like maybe too cold a climate. Oh, I know where we have bees. They're inside of our factory here. Maybe it's time to get the bees out of our little factory. Are they on the inside or outside? I don't recall. Hello? Oh. Well, here's the nest. Oh, they're inside. Wait, so can I do this? Oh God, this is, I'm really scared to do this. Okay, I think we're good. Where is it? Oh. Where's the nest? Items don't get burned up on this, right? No. Where's the hive? Did you take... I'm incredibly confused. I'm not like missing it in my inventory. All right, well, we lost that beehive. Oh, did I need to have, I needed silk touch, didn't I? I didn't think that was a thing. It's been so long, I don't really remember. Okay, well, we just need to find another, baby zombie setting me on fire. Where did he come from? Bruh. I just need to find another beehive. Hopefully. I feel like there was some like out here too, like where I cleared out all of this space. Like there would definitely be beehives out here. All right, I'm not seeing any. I guess we're gonna just have to walk through the woods. I know we can like grow trees and then there's a chance that the trees will spawn with a beehive, but I feel like that would take longer and just be more work than just randomly walking around and finding one. I see a bee. Hey, bee. Oh, there's the hive. Okay. All right. Oh, he just went in. That's good. We put this here. Is that another one? Is he part of the same nest? Oh, that was a pig. Okay. Listen, bud. Understand what I'm telling you. I need you to go in there and I need you to go in my inventory. Oh, he's got the pollen. He's got the pollen. Okay. Silk touch. I don't think it'll matter that it's a pickaxe. Haha. We got it. Now, we're not going to make a big extravagant bee farm today. We're not going to multi-purpose this farm into being a like honeycomb and honey farm. We're going to save that for another episode. So for now, I just need to know and do the basics to be able to make some more beehives. So let's get back. Let's look up the recipe for doing that. And we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out from there to see what we got to do. We just got to make sure more than anything that these bees can't escape. I think we have 2 of them. We need to breed them up and we need to kind of like escalate this whole thing really quickly in terms of getting as many bees as possible without getting eaten by them. By eaten, I mean stung, because then they die. Beehive, 3 honeycomb, 6 planks. That's easy. Okay, so this is what we're talking about. We're going to get this bed out the way. I don't even think these guys need this to be a village anymore, technically. I think they'll just work. But anyways, what I need to do is I just need to fill in this middle area here. And keep this in mind. This is very important. Bees, they're annoying. If you have a bee over here and you leave one hole all the way over there, 100% guarantee he's going to shoot for it. Like they're escape artists. So we're going to be careful with that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this bee nest up here. And then I'm going to put campfires here. And then what we're going to do, those guys, hello? I really hope they're in there. Oh, I heard him. Okay, they're in there. So they stay in there for a little while making their honey and then they come out. And then once this thing gets to the appropriate honey level, which we'll go over all of those mechanics when we do the honey and honeycomb farm. But once it gets to the appropriate level, you'll see honey dripping out of it. And then you can either take a honey bottle and scoop the honey out, or you can take a set of shears and you can shear off the honeycomb. And then bees, you can breed by just using flowers on them. That's their breeding material. Also, I guess I want to point out something else. You notice I did not use the glass panes here. I used like full blocks of glass. Bees are also dumb. They'll fly into the pane and they'll get stuck. Kind of like the allays have done downstairs. They'll do the same thing, especially in corners. So we've just kind of mitigated that whole disaster by just using glass blocks. I'll probably change the allay area down below to glass blocks at some point as well. Oh, look, there he is. Oh, okay. All right, he's good. He's not stuck in the ceiling, is he? He might be stuck in the ceiling. All right, this is what we'll have to do. Like I said, they're dumb. They like to escape. But if I keep the flower in my hand, why is he right there at the light? Oh, man. Okay. This won't make you mad, will it? Okay, good. I'll put it at this level. Okay, let's get out of here. They're gonna be dumb and fly away. But we have a flower. We have flowers right here, so we can get them back. Here, look, I'm right here. Yep. Okay, I want you to come down this way. This way. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Nope, nope. See? See? You see him? Get back down here. Come over here. You see what I got to deal with? This way. This way. I told you, bees, they're probably more annoying than villagers. But now that we're good, they're not stuck anymore. They won't. Oh, is he stuck again? I'm going to have to replace the slab roof for just solid blocks. God, this is so stupid. And we have our first beehive. And I want to point out, I'm noticing something where I was going to put the beehives over here. That's not going to really work because, well, they don't make it all the way out here to the flowers. So I'm gonna have a change of plans. Actually, I'm going to plant the flowers all the way around the outside. And I'm gonna have the beehives right here in the middle. Something like this level right here, I think will work good. And then as long as we have one of these guys underneath them, we don't have to worry about the bees wanting to kill us when we shear it. Woo! And after quite the long time, we are done. I underestimated this project. It was actually quite a lot. So we have flowers going all the way around every side. You can see I still need to populate bees a little bit. This side has some, and there's a couple over there, but not many. So we still need to populate some bees. We have our beehives around each section. The bees are flourishing. A whole bunch of them got away. I found I had a hole up there. Also, I've found that the baby bees they'll get trapped on the chain right here and kind of get stuck. I think if I knock this down, he may eventually come out. Yeah, so like I can get them out. Only the babies get stuck though. The grown-up ones don't. I also made the mistake of like trying to punch him to get him out. That was a big mistake. I got look at all of them. I got chased by a lot of these guys for that, but I did get away. But we have crops on all four sides, one of each crop type. I did trade with all of them one time to lock them in as farmers. And then I was able to get rid of the bed. So there's no bed here anymore. It's technically not a village, but they are still linked to their workstations. They are still farmers. Therefore, they will still walk around and harvest the crops. So we're good to go from that front as well. I'm going to leave these little pieces of glass here because that's going to allow me, if I need to come up here for any reason, I can kind of jump across from one area to another. I did get rid of the glass in the middle here as well because I don't see any purpose of not letting the bees kind of fly around freely. If anything, maybe it would cause issues or it would make it hard to like even them out between those different cells. So we'll just leave it wide open and they should kind of link up 3 per hive. So I do need to get some more bees to link up over here too. And that'll be all good as well. And last but not least, the storage. I haven't done this yet. So yeah, I'll have to do something with that off camera. But I think this finishes everything. I think our project is done. This was a big one. This was a lot harder. Not hard. Well, I guess it was a little bit harder. Bees are a pain in the butt, really. But honestly, I just love making big farms. And this was a really great big farm to make. So hopefully you guys liked it too. I appreciate you all watching today. Let me know if you like the Bedrock Guide episode coming back. I may continue to do some more as I get motivated to do them, but I'm also having a lot of fun in modded Java. So if you don't mind watching a little bit of modded Minecraft, come check out the new series that I started with Vault Hunters and check out some of the streams there too. I would definitely appreciate it if you did. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I do appreciate you here today, and I'll see you next time. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Goodbye.